So we're here on Whitehall, hundreds of tractors here already, and guess what? I've not seen any other MPs except from Reform. We saw Nigel Farage and now Rupert Lowe, and Rupert, who as well as being a businessman has got extensive experience in farming, don't you?
Farming's my passion. Yeah. I think it's the most fantastic way to live your life.
And so
very hard way, but a fantastic way.
Well, the public's finding out that more and more. I think the British public love our farmers, but I'm not sure as many people knew how little profit there is in much of farming.
There's very, very small profit, very often losses. There's very toil for many hours. There's lots of risk. You have risk. Mother Nature throws risk at us every day. We don't subscribe to all this climate change nonsense, but at the end of the day, there is a lot of risk in farming anyway. So I think these people are to be admired, and for Rachel Reeves and Steve Reed, who, by the way, promised no change to APR before the budget, before the election, and then suddenly, he not only once, he said it several times. So he wins everybody's vote, and then they resile on what they've said they're going to do. It's absolutely classic, sort of what I call small-minded British two-party state politics. They say one thing to get a vote, and then they resile on it, which is not acceptable. If you say something, you should stick by it.
Absolutely. That's one of the big concerns for us is the deficit in democracy. We're not told something and then these impositions. We've seen that happen with pensioners and with students, and now we see it as well with farmers. But I think they've made a mistake, Rupert. I think that not just they've made a mistake, but they've misassessed what the temperature of the public is on this issue.
The truth, Alan, is all of these people who are now governing us have basically clambered their way up this greasy pole. They've never really done a proper job in their lives. They've basically pork-barreled their way into a position on the front bench. Of 26 of them, 3 of them have got what they call a modicum of business experience. I would dismiss it in a nanosecond as being completely irrelevant. I think they sort of know what they're doing. They're trying to break the backbone of Britain. And it's not just the farmers, this is the small businesses as well. Yeah. So Britain has had this wonderful structure which has created strong communities, which effectively the backbone of Britain is the farming communities and the business communities. And it's not the big corporates, it's the family businesses that are so important. And farms are family businesses. So to break this backbone of Britain up, either by design or by default because you're too ignorant, it's just not acceptable. And I hope the farmers, I hope the small businesses, we haven't seen enough from them yet, they need to step forward, they need to start making their point of view felt. And if it means we have to see wonderful machines like this in Whitehall, I'm all in favour of it. I think this is proper machinery doing proper things. It's not hot air in Westminster.
Absolutely. Well, we can see the tractors coming down there hooting. They've all got their signs. It's an inspiring thing.